Hey Funhouse, I watched my colleague and friend give her 8 long years to a particular school because she was a pioneer staff. Welcome guys to the Teacher's Tale, a platform where I tell tales of teachers. Episode 3. Are you ready? Let's do this. So, the said school that I'm talking about, I was also a pioneer staff. I worked in that school 8 years ago. Okay, that's where I met this said colleague of mine. So I noticed how dysfunctional the whole school was. Now recall when teacher Rita talked about most Nigerian schools, most Nigerian private schools being owned, not all, but most Nigerian private schools being owned by privileged rich people who have no business owning schools. Just because they're rich and they think about an investment, they just go ahead and build a structure and start running a school. Some of them don't even do the basic work. They don't take courses on how to be, a proper educationist, or also even if they do, they just go acquire the certificate. They don't really sit down to do the research. Now this is the case of this particular school. One of the reasons I left. Okay, so continuously my then boss kept making bad decisions that affected the school. But because this friend of mine was emotionally attached to this school because she was a pioneer staff, I was also a pioneer staff, but I moved on, but she couldn't. Now I recall how every time she would call me and complain, and I would ask her, because I would say to her, so what are you going to do about it? She would say to me, if I find a job, I'm going to leave, blah, blah, blah. And I would go ahead and look for jobs for her. So one time, I got a job for her. Not like I got a job, I recommended. She's an amazing teacher. I recommended a particular school at Port Harcourt. She went, did the interview, got the job with a better pay. But my friend didn't go. She didn't resign. She came back and told me, oh, Miss Josie, I can't relocate. She gave me 1,001 reasons. This is someone that your salary was supposed to be more than where you're working. Okay, let's leave that. Another opportunity popped up. I sent her the what's it called, I sent her the email. She applied. She got the job still. She declined. So at some point, I'm like, I could sense that she was in that particular school because she was just passionate about the school. I understand. I mean, when you're a pioneer staff, these schools are more like your baby. Do you get? So it's very difficult to walk away from those kind of senior. One of the reasons I was able to walk away from it was because I had to go do my master's program. So I just used that as, as an excuse, to leave. So every time my friend would call me and complain about the wrong decisions that my proprietress was making, I don't want to talk about these decisions. Let me leave that out of it, okay? But my friend was unnecessarily attached to the school. Of course, you can tell. But recently she resigned. Very recently, maybe 3 months ago, she resigned. She didn't even tell me because she knows that if she had called me to tell me, I won't even believe her, because a number of occasions I've even given her opportunity, like she has got jobs and she won't resign. So why would you resign when you don't even have a job? Do you get? So I wouldn't have believed her, but she took the bold step and resigned. And I think I was already here when she called me to tell me. I was like, oh, congratulations. I was very happy for her, honestly. Now, but she was complaining this time again. I'm like, but you left, why are you still? She's like, Josie, do you know madam has not even called me to ask me why I resigned. You see what I'm the point? You see where I'm going to? Miss, oh, I almost said her name, was emotionally attached to the school, but her employer wasn't emotionally attached to her. Her employer was only attached to the services that she was rendering. That's all that her employer was interested in. But she was not just interested in the services she was, rendering, or her salary or whatever. She was emotionally attached to the school, by extension, her employer. And so when she eventually resigned, she expects a party. She expects that her boss, her employer should at least call and say, oh, why you leaving us? Oh, we're going to miss you. Okay, we're sorry. We're going to do XYZ to make you more comfortable. Please don't go. She expected the party to be called, but that didn't happen, guys. That didn't happen. This is a reminder that no matter how creative, no matter how efficient, no matter how fantastic, no matter how fantabulous, no matter how amazing, no matter how, help me with the words, you are as a teacher or as even an employee, you are not indispensable. Yes, that school will run without you. Now, I'm saying this to say to you that be futuristic. I'm saying this to say to you, ask yourself what is in it for me. My friend worked in that school for 8 years. What was her take home? Nothing. She almost got the pre-pre. I'm not kidding you. Because she was like, so this woman didn't value me one. She was now doubting her own abilities. I had to talk her out of it. She was doubting her capabilities. She was feeling like, oh, that means this woman didn't even like me. But it's not you. It's how the system is. Alright, so I'm going to say this. Whilst you're still in that school, or whilst you're still working for anyone, please make sure to develop yourself. Make sure to take courses. Make sure to add value to yourself. Because when you eventually leave that place, that value will go with you. But if you're just working in that particular place and it stops at just being a classroom teacher, no additional value, you're the one running at a loss. Because when opportunities present themselves, how are you going to fit in? How? All right, guys, please remember to always ask yourself what is in it for me. Remember to be futuristic about your plans as an employee, as a teacher. Okay, don't be like my mommy, don't be like me. Okay. All right, bye. See you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have a story that you want me to share, please right in my DM waiting for you. Bye. You can also share your experiences in the comment section. Bye, guys.